Hello again, and big welcome to this video. I'm going to talk about these two guitars here, but just a second before I do, if you'd indulge me. The last video that I made was about my new acquisition, which was this Les Paul Custom 59 for spec. And I've just been staggered by the hundreds of responses from you guys saying and sending me a congratulations, which was just restored my faith in human nature, really. I think guitar players must be some of the nicest people in the world, because I wasn't expecting that. So thank you very much. Well done, all the guitar players, for having such good hearts. Because I know that these guitars, some of them, they can get the haters going big time. But anyway, what's this about today? It's about running through. I've got two guitars left in the group of guitars I had. As you know, I sold most of them. This one's left here, and this is the new one. Well, I just wanted to point out, what can you get for this huge price difference? This one, this Gibson Les Paul 1959 reissue custom, is currently retailing, in the shops at a ludicrous £6,500. That must be something like over $7,000. Which is amazing. This one is retailing at about $600 or $700. So we're talking about, this is of course the Yamaha Revstar standard, Revstar RSS02T, I think it's called. Huge price difference, £6,000, $6,000 difference. Well, let's have a look. What do you get for that? Well, this guitar, oh, by the way, I'm going to put some slots down below, so if you just want to listen to them. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold, scratching my nose all the time. Yeah, if you want to just do some listening, I've got other videos, and of course I'll put in the slots below where give them a try together, or one time rather, put them in contrast to each other. What do you get for $6,500? You get a Voss spec. What's Voss? Voss is vintage original specification of the old 1959 Les Paul. What does that do? It gives you the sort of silk screen they had at the top there for the Gibson logo. It gives you the Clusen design tuners, beautiful things. It gives you a nylon nut. You would have thought it would have been bone or something, but no, it's original spec, so it's a nylon nut. You get a lovely rosewood board, and it is a beautiful rosewood board. You get a lovely mahogany neck, one piece. You get what looks like to me, and judging from some of your responses, it looks like a lot of people like the top. You usually get a pretty glorious top on them, and you get a one-piece mahogany back. This back on this is a lovely, delightful, beautiful grain, but on some of them it can be quite outrageous. They have fantastic grain on some of them. This is very, very good, but some of them, like the top, some of them can be a bit over the top in my impression. Anyway, what else do you get? You get the AB1 bridge drilled into the top, and that's the proper spec, Voss spec. You get the original spec knobs with the old bleeder ends on them, thumb bleeders. Even the plastic is allegedly, I'm sure it is, I wouldn't know, almost exactly the same type. And you get, perhaps more than anything that I noticed, these custom buckers. They're very PAF sounding to me, and also they're unpotted, and that strikes me as being a little bit different to other ones that I've tried. So you get essentially the full spec as it was back in the day. Underneath there you find, you know, the Bumblebee capacitors and the 500 watt pots. And so what you get in there, and I'll turn to it again later, is an original spec guitar, if that's what takes your fancy, for a huge amount of money. Okay, I'll get to what it sounds like later. As I said, I'll put that in the stuff below so you can pick and choose. So this is the Yamaha Revstar standard. You may recognize the guitar as being the sort of working man's version of the guitar that a guy called Chris Buck of Cardinal Blackfang plays. He's got a lot of stuff on the internet, and he used to have his own show, and some of you will know him, and he's made this Revstar famous. Now, the spec of this, if you're expecting me to say, well, you know, this is rubbish and you need to spend £6,500 to get a good guitar, you'll be mistaken. Let me run through the specs on this. They don't look dissimilar, do they? They don't look dissimilar at all. They aren't Clusons, no, but they're made by Yamaha. I don't know who they get to make them actually, or whether they actually are in-house and they manage to build it themselves. They probably do. So, tuning machines, they're first class. The same as those. First class. The neck, I understand, is mahogany. I'm not sure whether that's one piece, but it's got a carbon fibre in it, which strengthens it, you know, strengthens it a lot, I should imagine. I'm not sure how many guitars have a truss rod that are carbon fibre, but this one does. What else does it have? It has a beautiful rosewood fretboard. It also has stainless steel frets, which they tell me, I'm not sure I'm convinced by that myself, because I do like those old-fashioned frets on the Gibson there, but they tell me these, you know, last a long time and they're hard wearing, and a lot of players prefer them. I'm not sure whether I prefer them, but they are lovely frets. You get a mahogany body. I don't know again how many pieces that is, or really care. And you get, with this one, different coloured tops. This is a lovely swift blue one. It's a very strange tailpiece, looks very old fashioned in the old, looks like the old Gibson and Gretsch tailpieces from the hollow body days, back in the day. You get two P90 pickups, and whereas in the Les Paul you have the two volume, two tone knobs, and those tone knobs can obviously put you into amazingly different sounds. With this one you've got a 5-way switch here, and you've got a push-pull kind of booster switch, which is quite amazing. As well as the volume, one single volume control. But you do get a few sounds out of these. I mean, you think you get a lot, 5 times You know, you think you get 10 at least, and then with the volume perhaps you could get a few more. I'm not sure it is as clear cut as that. Some of the sounds are similar, but on the Les Paul you can get a lot of different sounds out of it by adjusting. Weight, strangely enough, they're both 8.5 pounds. They weigh the same. Just under 8.5 pounds, I believe, the custom Les Paul. This one, a fraction over 8.5 pounds. So, £6,000 difference. Must be the sound, you say. Must be the sound. Well, I'm not sure about that either, to be honest. He said banging it into the side. Well, as I said on the other video, I got all the different sounds and tried on it, and this will go on too long if I keep trying on different sounds. I'll never do that. That's the neck pickup. Middle pickup. Lovely sounding, absolutely beautiful sounding machine. Lovely sounding, no doubt about it. £6,500 retail price. Where it's a beautiful sounding guitar. That was the bridge pickup, a beautiful sounding guitar. But we're talking today about differences, so let's just plug the other one in, the Yamaha, and see what we get. Bear with me a second on that. Got to stop banging the top. Turn that on standby on. Incidentally, this is going out of I'm going into rather a Boss Katana 50. That was position 1, I went to the 5. I'll do the middle position. This is without the booster on. Now the neck position, again without the booster on. on. That was a bridge pickup, middle pickup. Finally the neck. Okay, a few sounds from the two guitars, very different guitars in terms of price. There's £6,000. It's amazing. So what's up here? Well, what's up is this. This isn't just a guitar, is it? Because of the history of the 1959 Gibson Les Paul, this is art. It's like buying a painting, or to me at least, or something of that nature. It isn't just a guitar. It sounds like a Marks and Spencer's advert now, but it isn't. It's a history. It's a history of music. It's all the people I've ever enjoyed watching or listening to, or use this guitar. It's just steeped in guitar history. And yes, of course, it's a beautiful guitar to look at still, and it's a beautiful thing to play, etc., etc. But how much do you pay for history? Well, if I was an art dealer, I'd have a dozen of them, because people pay a lot for history. I paid a lot, and other people do. This guitar, the Yamaha, fantastic guitar, solid workhorse guitar. You know, if I was playing a gig tonight, again, I'm sorry, I'm scratching my nose all the time. Got a bit of a cold there. If, you know, if somebody said, come, let's go and play and have a jam tonight, or look, you've got a gig tonight, I'd be taking that guitar. Because, okay, maybe they made, I don't know, 100,000 of those last year, and maybe they made 400 of those last year. So there's a bit of the scarcity thing with it, I don't know as well, rarity. It's a commercial guitar, and as I said, it's a working man's guitar, and it's fantastic. This guitar is the guitar of my dreams, yeah? But having said that, I didn't sell that one. Even to buy this, I didn't sell that one. I managed to hang on to it. One of the reasons is because it's a reasonable price. So I say there's £600 or £700 or dollars. So I managed to get rid of the other ones. But as nice looking as it is, you wouldn't yet call it a work of art, and you wouldn't call it steeped in history. Although Chris Buck is forming his own history, so I got in the black, so hopefully it will be someday. Anyway, this has gone way too long, but I just wanted to point that out and show you that the two guitars don't sound, you know, a million miles apart. I don't think. Maybe you think differently. Please let me know that in the comments. I mean, I love them both. Art, workhorse, whatever you want to call the differences. And again, a big thank you for that just wonderful response to the last one. So generous. Guitar players are so generous with their compliments and with, you know, I think their lives in generally. Thank you so much again. Cheerio, see you next time. Don't forget, any questions about these two guitars, let me know, I'll try and answer them. Thanks, bye bye.